Stadium in East Rutherford. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Starks to start the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 6. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Let's go. 18 right.
Operating from the gun. Sykes flushed out right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the Giants send out their punter now. Deep to return is Darius Davis. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 18-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Giants at 11-1 now on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win, to run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
When you look at this defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses. To the right side and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Their own 32-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wells. That ball caught by Campbell. And just shutting him off there. Still going. They can't stop him. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Achane will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Achane once more. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Starks. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Escaping the pressure right, and that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Dolphins 14, Giants 3.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Looking to throw. Wells.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
60 Maverick, 60, tight. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Sykes.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors,
23 yards for the touchdown.
and the Giants have cut it back within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They're going to run. It starts. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Completes this one to Starks. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Gets past one man. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 more on that one and another first down. First run now for Kyron Williams.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Kyron Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point forthcoming. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Throwing to start the drive. Wells. Throw caught by Achane. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Looking to throw. Sykes. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back to throw now on first down. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. 45 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. Taking it right down Broadway. He may go. for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane, 70 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Sykes dancing to his left. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Sykes. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They're running with Starks. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. But, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
2nd and 10. Running left, Achane. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
18, right in.
2nd and 5. Out in the flat for Starks. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Sykes. And he fires one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. A run here for Starks. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 97 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have moved out in front.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, back to Achane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw. Wells working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Achane trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Now Starks. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Back to throw. Sykes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sykes. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This is Starks. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Starts, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Operating from the gun. Sykes being chased out left.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Off the play fake. Sykes.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Come on. Hey. Check go.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Okay, break. Set, ready, hut.
Again, it's Williams.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And the Giants win the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home